Like, there is no excuse why you shouldn't be using cashback sites. Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. If this is your first time here and your first time of seeing me, my name is Kume. I am the founder of She Dares to Succeed. On this channel, we talk about all things entrepreneurship, starting a business, personal finance, but also some productivity and mindset so that you can be on your way to living the life of your dreams. So if any of that sounds interesting, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also tap that notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you get notified every time there is a new video on the channel. I know you can see from the title of the video that we're going to be talking about ways that you can save money every month on a really tight budget. Now, the two previous videos before this one have been my story about how I left my full-time job in corporate banking and became a full-time entrepreneur. And the second one I released has been the video about the 10 steps that I took to be able to go from full-time employee to full-time entrepreneur. Now, if you haven't seen those two videos, I suggest that you click up here and watch those two videos first before you come back into this video. Now, one thing I did from the previous video was that when I recounted my 10 steps to being able to leave my full-time job and become a full-time entrepreneur, I omitted the financial aspect of things deliberately because I knew that it would be too much for one video. And so I knew I was going to be creating this video anyway, where I'm going to walk you through the major steps of creating a financial savings pot that allows you and provides you a cushion to be able to leave your job if you're looking to do so, or just enables you to save a little bit extra every month. So if you're definitely interested, keep watching. Before I continue with the body of this video, I want to let you know a little disclaimer that I am not a financial advisor in any shape or form. And the tips I'm going to be sharing in this video are simply the things that I did to be able to save a pot of money that provided a cushion for me to leave my job, or the things that I wish that I had the wisdom to do so that it would have been a better and easier transition. So you are getting the benefit of my experience that I have done it and I have now been self-employed for 1 year. So the first thing about this whole transition journey, if you're looking to transition or you're looking to save a bit more money every month, is that you are looking to put away as much money as possible each month. And because of that, the very first thing you need to do is get yourself on a really strict budget. If you have never budgeted before, then basically a budget is very simple. It is knowing the amount of money that you intend to spend every month and actually keeping to it. Very simple, except that it is one of the hardest things for a lot of people to do. But I'm going to walk you through a little bit about budgeting. So first of all, you want to make a list of all your compulsory responsibilities. So things like your rent, your bills, for us in the UK, your council tax, or wherever you live, the compulsory things that you definitely need to pay for, your energy bills, are going to be at the top of your list. Then you talk about things like your transportation to work, whether you're driving or whether you're taking public transport and commuting to work. You also want to have your transportation covered. Every other thing apart from that is up for debate. Food is one of these things that, depending on who you are and what your family's circumstances are, you are able to make a little bit of cuts here and there just to make your money go a bit farther. However, that's really out of the scope of this video, but let me know if you would like me to do a separate video on how you can really cut the cost of food and help you make your money go farther. The second thing that you want to do if you're trying to save money every month on a tight budget is that you want to start canceling every single thing that is not a priority on your list. So you remember that budget list. Everything that is not compulsory for you to have, you have to start cutting them out. I'm talking about that cup of coffee and the croissant that you get every morning before work. I'm talking about the hangouts with the friends. I'm talking about the girls' nights out, the bachelorette party that you go and you just pop bottles of champagne. I know that it's a bit difficult right now because we're in a lot of people are still being careful and in COVID season. But the truth is, whatever it is, whether you're spending it virtually or physically, that is not compulsory, you want to get rid of. I'm talking about your subscriptions as well. For entertainment, if you're paying for Netflix and Apple TV and you're paying for Amazon Prime, you want to try to cut down as much as possible all of those subscriptions. The next thing that you want to do when you're trying to save money every month is for you to start to pay off as much of your debt as possible. So whether you have credit card debts or personal loans, you want to start putting a little bit more towards those loans every month. And I want to explain why. The first reason is that when you leave your corporate job or whatever job, steady job that you have right now, and you become a full-time entrepreneur, especially in the first year, it's going to be really difficult to get new credits. So what you want to do is put aside a little bit extra and pay off your credit card as much as possible so that you have a bit leeway when it comes to spending on those credit cards if for any reason you need it when you eventually leave. Another reason is that you want to make sure that your credit rating is at least okay before you leave, because don't forget, you're not going to be getting new credit, but also you want to have enough credit so that you're not in total trouble. I hope that makes sense. The next thing you're going to do is you really need to get very smart with your expenses. I want to explain. So first of all, I've already mentioned that you're not going to be taking any new credit on unless it is to consolidate the debt that you already have. The reason you want to do that is because you don't want to be bothered about new outgoings towards paying off credit cards or personal loans when you need the money the most. Of course, you're going to be racking up interest rates on this debt already, and that's not something you really want to be doing if you're looking to save money every month. The next thing is that you are not going to buy any big gadgets or electronics. You're not going to buy a new phone. If your phone is broken, fix it. It's quite a sacrifice. It's quite a sacrifice for a lot of people, but it's just something that needs to be done. If you're very serious that you want to save money every month because you have a tight budget, then you're going to need to be extra savvy and make some cuts here and there. Unfortunately, your phone is one of those things that is going to need to stay old because you're looking to save money. Think about it like this. An average smartphone costs over $500, and that is $500 that could potentially either pay off your credit or $500 that could be in your personal account and be a cushion for when you eventually need it. So phones are out of it. Big gadgets, out of it. It's just something that you need to wrap your mind about, that you're going to eventually be able to do these things later on when you find yourself in a better financial situation. While we are on the subject of phones, one of the things I suggest you do is to make sure that you're on the cheapest phone plan as possible. So if you were paying $35 a month or $40 a month, or if you were paying £35 a month, I would suggest that you cut it down to within £10 to £15 every month, because that just puts extra money in your account every month. Besides, the truth is that a lot of us have Wi-Fi at home, and what really costs a lot on most monthly plans is the cost of data. So if you can reduce the amount that you pay on your phone and just pay for your house Wi-Fi and do as much of your data heavy activities at home, you're going to be saving yourself around £400 every month. Next item on the list is one of the things that I know is very difficult for a lot of ladies to do, and which is to postpone buying fashion items. So for the period when you're planning to transition, you are not supposed to be buying any new clothes, shoes, jewelry, accessories, whatever, because that money is essentially supposed to be going into your pot. Now, of course, I'm not saying go out naked, but I am saying try as much as possible to avoid spending, and if you must spend, try to buy your items off season and when they are on sale, and you'll be saving yourself a ton of money. The next thing on the list, which I mentioned briefly in the last video, is for you to start a side business. The reason you're starting a side business is that you are going to need a source of income that is going to bring in as much money as possible so that you can put it aside and know that you are building a cushion somewhere else. The reason is that most people's salaries from their day jobs are already accounted and allocated to all sorts of things. So even while we are on the subject of cutting down costs and making sure that you're putting money aside every month, it would be a good idea to also have another source of income that will bring in much more than you are able to save. The next item on my list is for you to get cashback for every single item that you buy. Like, there is no excuse why you shouldn't be using cashback sites like Rakuten, Quido, or Top Cashback to make sure that you are getting a portion of every purchase you make back into your account, like Rakuten, Quido, or Top Cashback, to make sure that you are getting a portion of every purchase you make back into your account. And I find that this is one of the things that a lot of people are either not aware of, or they just feel too lazy or nonchalant to do because they feel like it's that one extra step when they're going to buy items. If you are watching this video and you are looking to save money every month, I insist that you sign up to the Top Cashback websites so that whatever you buy, you're going to get a portion of your purchase back in your account. I am going to leave the links to the Top Cashback websites in the description area so that if you are not yet signed up to receive cashback, this is your opportunity to do so and also get £5 or $5 free of charge in your account so that you can get started towards accumulating some money. The next item on the agenda is for you to buy everything with a coupon. I know that this is probably bigger in the US than in the UK, but that's not to say that there are no coupons available for certain products, especially if you're buying everyday personal care products. You would usually find a coupon online or a coupon code that you can use in shopping. So one thing I advise is that before you buy anything, even if you are using cashback, is for you to make sure that you are looking for coupon codes online, and all you need to do is simply type in the name of the product and type coupon, and that should usually bring up a coupon for you to use. The next step from this is for you to install something that is called Honey on your computer, and Honey alerts you to whatever discounts or coupons that you are likely to get on your purchases before you check out. And the reason why this is so important to do right now is that many of us are shopping at home online anyway, and so you might as well either get cashback or get coupons that you can use to reduce the amount of money that you are spending anyway. Now guys, those are all my tips for this video on how to save money every month on a tight budget. I want you to leave in the comments and tell me what is your favorite tip that I have shared today, and if you have any other tips that you want to add to the list, kindly do so in the comments, because I am sure that somebody reading it is going to be very excited to also see something that can help them. Don't forget to hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video.